Speaking up at work is one of the most common and difficult to overcome challenges that we can face in our careers. Usually it hits us multiple times over a period of time, and usually more than once in our career lifetime. And if this has been or is one of the challenges that you're facing right now, I want you to have a little self-compassion, because in my experience there are some deep-seated and powerful reasons that make us choose to remain silent, almost compulsively. And to me, it's completely understandable that we choose not to speak up. But we want to lean into this fear and work with it. Else we become practiced at staying quiet. It becomes a habit, our status quo, and that can be career limiting. I mean, how many times have you been in a meeting or high-profile situation and chosen to stay quiet, only for someone else to offer the same idea or insight or opinion and then be rewarded with recognition from the leader or the group? How often have you been told in your annual reviews that it's going well, but we want to hear more from you? How often have you found yourself out of the loop on a new project or initiative because your colleagues and your leadership don't really think of you as the person who contributes new thinking? We want to build the habit of speaking up confidently, competently, when the time is right, and with the right balance of humility and assertiveness. But it's a challenge. First and foremost, we're taking an interpersonal risk. Every time we speak up, we imagine we risk judgment, damaging relationships, and potentially excluding ourselves from the group. Speaking up can feel contrary to societal norms and learnt behaviours that we've grown up with and hardwired into our personalities. And speaking up can be laced with fear. The fear of making a mistake, looking foolish, being exposed as incompetent, or appearing overly negative or combative or intrusive. And all of these emotions are experienced by our socially driven brain as near existential threat. So whenever we speak up, we are non-consciously asking ourselves, is it safe and is it worth it? And we're met with some deep-rooted resistance, especially since it's so much easier just to stay quiet. Now, to overcome these challenges, I'm going to share 5 ideas that I hope will be useful. And the first idea is to see speaking up as a skill that can be learnt and a habit that can be ingrained. It's useful to drop all the difficult feelings around speaking up and the thought that it's just something I'm not good at, and turn it into a skill, a habit. Try treating it as such, you'll find it helpful. And as part of making this all about skill development, pay attention not just to the oral element of speaking up, but to the importance of your body language and of emotional self-regulation. We can become overly fixated on the content of what we might want to say and forget to attend to our physiology and our emotional control. So sit forward, fill the space, smile, and work on managing your emotions. Pay attention to the physical and emotional details that we know help us to speak up with confidence. My next idea, before every meeting, elevate the sense of value in what you bring to this conversation. What do you know about this that no one else does? How is your perspective a little different from the norm? And what's good about that? What is the ultimate goal of the group? And what personal contribution are you excited to make? Dial up the value you associate with the perspective that you bring. You also need to develop the self-belief that you can handle the response of others. It's not only or even mostly what you will say that worries you, but what others will say in response and whether you're able to handle that situation. The belief that I can handle this will come from being practiced at letting others have their reaction, staying calm in the moment, and being willing to enter into a discussion. So find a safe place to practice this skill, and to get you going, always start with a question. And finally, see speaking up in the broader, longer-term context of your career, your contribution to the team, and as part of the organisation's overall mission. You're part of something here. You're here to help build and develop and deliver. Speaking up is a fundamental part of the role that you play and the contribution that you make. So let's not deny your team members that.